Hello guys and welcome to Tim TCG. Today I would like to show you my iteration of the Blissey deck Fernando Cifuentes played to the World Championships and got 63rd with it. I changed a little bit and I'll show you what I changed and the reasoning behind it. So let's have a look at the deck list. So the biggest difference you might notice right away is that we play a 2-2 line of Farigiraf. The reason behind that is that Farigiraf can auto-win us two matchups. The one matchup is the Joltik box or Miraidon matchup. They don't have anything to go through that. And the second matchup is Raging Bolt. Raging Bolt normally is a pretty bad matchup for Blissey because even if you put Rigid Band on Blissey, they don't need to discard any more energies. So to win this matchup, we play the Farigiraf. How do we set up? We set up by playing the combination of Arven and Precious Trolley, so we can just have the bench full of everything we need, and the rest can be filled up with Munkidoris. Munkidori is super good here because we even get way tankier than we are anyways. To set up even quicker, we play two Technical Machine Turbo Energize to get the energy on the field, and one Technical Machine Evolution just so we can have the Farigiraf out, or the Blissey, pretty fast. We play 4 Boss's Orders. They are mandatory for this deck, especially if you play with Farigiraf. The reason for that is that if you have played the Farigiraf, Raging Bolt wants to use their Baby Bolt, they need to set up for it. We can just easily deny that by just bossing the Baby Bolt, one-shotting it, and we are good to go. Rigid Band is also great on Farigiraf. It makes us even more tanky. We cut one Blissey, one Munkidori, one Picnic Basket, and one Ultra Ball to include the 2-2 line of Farigiraf. Normally 3 Blissey are more than enough, 3 Munkidoris also more than enough. Because we include the Technical Machine Evolution, we can cut the 4th Ultra Ball. Nothing to worry about here for us. And we can easily cut one Picnic Basket. Picnic Basket is especially important for 2 matchups. One, of course, is Grimmsnarl, and the other one is God of War. Both matchups are super fine for us. Against God of War, we can easily play down a Blissey, because most of the God of War decks nowadays cut the Drifloon so they don't hit the 330. Against Grimmsnarl, we don't need more than one Picnic Basket. Easy as that. Okay, let's see the deck in action. Okay guys, welcome to game 1. As we play Arven and Precious Trolley, we always want to go second. Let's hope we didn't win the coin flip. In the current meta, people tend to go second most likely, so let's see what our opponent chooses. Okay, as expected, we are going first. So this is an interesting decision because both Pokemon can do great things if they are in the active. Okay, we are playing against Raging Bolt. Oh. Let's see how it goes. We're going to take our mulligan. Oh, that's such a good top deck for us. Didn't they choose that I go first? No, they decided to go first themselves. Okay, since they play the Noctowl version, that's pretty normal that they want to go first. They discard 2 things. They didn't fan Rotom yet. Why wouldn't they fan Rotom first to check what they have available? I guess we'll never know their reasoning. Wow. They're able to have 2 Noctowls next turn. Okay. Let's hope our Farigirafs and TM Evo are in the deck, so that we can set up 2 Farigirafs on turn 1. Okay. This is in here, 2 and 2. Well, what do we need more? We have enough energy on in the hand, so we can place 1 monkey for free. So if they take it, they would have to go for a 7 price game, because we are going to have 6 prizes on the board anyways right now, and we're just going to TM Evo here. Um, 2 days ago, I did a super dumb misplay. I accidentally TM Evo'd. I choose the Pokemon on the bench, and then just hit OK every time something popped up, and I didn't get to choose some Pokemon. These are things where I tend to prefer to play in real life with friends, but this is always such a great experience to test decks, and yeah. So let's see what Noctowl will get them. They're able to play a second Noctowl. They don't have any energy in the discard right now, but they can easily get it. 1 in there at least by using Retreat on Fan Rotom. Let's see if they can discard a second one for the Earthen Vessel. They are discarding Crispin. Okay, so yeah. They will most likely have a Raging Bolt in hand, but they want to dig for the Baby Bolt. So yeah. Okay, they have the Nest Ball. They will most likely get the Baby Bolt. Oh, they are choosing. That's kind of weird. Yeah, Seda. Huh. Yeah, you're going to knock out this one, but you're never... I don't think that makes a lot of sense to go for the Raging Bolt here. Yeah, we are going to Iono them, so we're just going to grab 1 energy here. This is just, we attach it in the active and not on the bench, so that in case we get a Turbo Energize, we can still use it. Sadly, we hit the wrong tool, but it's not too bad anyways. So let's see. Taking less damage is of course always great, especially if you want to stall them out. Okay, they are going to get another Noctowl here. Most likely going to get area 0, and if they need to draw, they could go for a Seda. Huh. I'm not too sure what they want to achieve here. They could get a... Yeah, so they could play a Seda, but they actually don't want a Prime Catcher. Yeah, so worst case scenario, they get 2. They can either mill one or just discard their hand and draw 6 cards. Well. Okay, so they already have 1 Teal Mask. Oh, they are playing with Glass Trumpet. But... yes. I don't really get what he's doing here. Okay, so we have multiple options here. We could either go for Turbo Energize to get the second Farigiraf ready. We could go attach Darkness Energy, but I think we want to play with the Turbo Energize. Is there anything else we need right now? No, there's not. So let's just... what do we take? I think another Pokégear, so just in case we don't hit the supporter we want. We can put the EXP share here without losing anything. So if they are able to knock out the Farigiraf this turn, we get the Darkness on the Munkidori. Let's see, no, we don't want anything here, so we are just going to Turbo Energize. And we're going to grab those 2, since we never need the Fighting Energy here. Yeah, so let's see what they can do. Would be great to hit our stadium here, just so we can bench lock them. Okay, they're going to use another Noctowl. They used their Prime Catcher, they used their supporter for turn. Okay, nothing they can do here. Okay, we talked about our stadium, but do we actually want to play it down? I don't think we want it right now, since most of the Raging Bulls play a what is it called? Jamming Tower at the moment, and we don't want them to have Jamming Tower at the end. Okay, we put it here. So we don't need to put the damage onto the Slitherwing, because as long as Slitherwing is in the active, we one-shot it every single time. We don't have any time concerns here. They are the one that go through their deck way faster than we do. And if they take out this Farigiraf, we don't care. That's the reason why I didn't play a Pokégear here. You could argue that hitting a boss and attaching to the Farigiraf in the active and retreat it could be an option. But I don't think that this would be the right choice in this situation. Just because if they find a boss in the next turn, we are completely stuck in the active. Okay, let's see what they do here. The Baby Bolt actually is just good against us, as long as we didn't evolve into Farigiraf, because Farigiraf is a Terra Pokemon, so we don't get any damage on the bench. Let's see, they are going to Energy Surge. Did they? No, they didn't play a supporter. What did they? Okay. Do they? No, they don't. I don't think. What am I seeing? But he owned. Why wouldn't he put it onto the Baby Bolt? Now he needs a third energy. He deals 120. We had 150 and it burns, right? Okay. Huh. Let's see. Of course, we're still burned. Okay. We need to check one thing. This is if there's, yeah, there's one more Earthen Vessel in the deck. Do we want to bench the second Munkidori? No, I don't think so. For no. We're not going to do that. We're going to fail the Nest Ball. We're going to play Arven, getting an Earthen Vessel and a Turbo Energize. The Turbo Energize is just here, so we thin our deck, and we will also just get this. Okay. He can hit for 17, needs to build up that again, okay. We're going to retreat now. Using our Adrena Brain, putting 30 here, and also put another 30 here. And if they are not able to find a boss's orders, or even if they find a boss's orders, we don't really care right now. He will most likely just go for a punch with a fan rotom. And our goal would be to find a boss's orders, either by drawing it, of course, what would be pretty great, or by using Pokégear. He's taking like forever with every decision. Okay. Attach 2. Or he still has his attach for turn, so he could go for the second attack, Dragon Headbutt. It would only deal 100 damage since we got the Rigid Band. And we would take 2 prizes next turn, and that should, yeah, now they're, okay. That's the reason we hold on to the Town Store in this matchup. We don't want to have them have Jamming Tower and we can't bump it, because Jamming Tower is just way too good for the way too good for them against us. Does this Picnic Basket make a difference for us? I don't think so. We're going to play Town Store. Let's see. Yeah, we got 3 bosses still in the deck, so the odds finding one are pretty... Okay. Not too good. We put that here. I think we are going to Adrena Brain. Yeah. This has 210, so it would go to 180. Now we are just going to take the active out. Let's see what we hit. Do we hit the 1 boss in the prizes? No, we don't. Let's see what they choose as their active. We will just play the Picnic Basket down to heal our Pokemon even more up. We don't care about the 30 damage on the Raging Bolt. They are non-existent for us. So let's see what we get. Did he went AFK? Oh, god damn it. Okay. Why would he ever give us the Baby Bolt for free here? I think he's AFK. I'm not 100% sure, but we still take the W anytime. We just put the 30 here. So in case he doesn't evolve it, we can knock this out next turn. But at this point, the game is pretty much over for them. They would need to have Night Stretcher into Seda, where all 4 are gone already. They can realistically only attack us with Slitherwing and Raging Bolt. Yeah. Oh, I love this artwork of Energy Retrieval. It reminds me of the time I played with my father when I was still a kid. So it's kind of nostalgic for me to see this artwork still getting used by people. Yeah. Okay. They're going to get another Fan Rotom. They will hit us for 40 damage. So effectively, they are hitting us for 10 damage since we have Munkidori. I don't see a way of them winning here with 3 cards in deck. Yeah, even if they do that, why would we care about that? I don't know. Are they going to take prizes or not? Yeah. They shouldn't have anything relevant left in deck. They have 2 Raging Bowls, one Latias. Okay, we're going to knock out Fan Rotom and Hoothoot here. We can just Adrena Brain 10 damage onto the Hoothoot. In a worse scenario, we still could use Iono and stuff like that, but we also don't want to give them more time as they are already used. So with the 3 cards in deck, they're going to run out of options real quick, especially if they are going to use Fast now. The game is over next turn anyways. Well. So, as mentioned in the deck overview, I really love Farigiraf in this deck. It's like a combination of something like the Milotic factor and a control and a tank factor combined into one. I really think this is pretty fun. I know this game took quite some time. Yeah, but we won it, and that's what's counting at the end of the day. Yeah, he's just one of those guys who will use every action at the last second now. I don't know. Yeah. We don't care about that. I don't know what he's thinking. Is he going to burst roar now? Oh no, he really wants to take out the Munkidori. Yeah. And no, he just loses 2 bosses orders. We could also take out the Latias since it has weakness, but yeah, getting the Baby Bolt always feels good if you play Farigiraf. Okay, so you saw some action of Farigiraf. I hope in the next game we can show off the Blissey part of this deck. Okay guys, welcome to the next game. This time our opponent is going to flip the coin. Let's hope that we are allowed to go second again, since this is pretty good for the deck. Do you want to go first? No, we don't want to go first. Yeah, let's see. Okay, having the Arven is pretty good. Having 1 energy right at the start is super good, and especially if we have the Psychic Energy for Farigiraf. In this case, we most likely aren't allowed to go for Turbo Energize, because with Torrential Pump they can easily knock out our Blissies. Okay, they're going to Carmine. Wow. Wait, they play the Munkidori. Okay. Well, one Armarouge. Wow. Well, they just went through half of their deck in one turn. Okay, so we are going to Arven here, going for the precious. Oh, god damn it! Our Evo is priced. That's not good. And our second Girafarig is also priced. Okay, I guess in this case we're going to set up like this, just because we want to have one Blissey down next turn with our attach for turn. We might be able to play around that. We're going to touch the energies like this. Let's see what we can do. The heal. Oh. Okay. Do they have the MEW? Yes, they do. Okay, let's hope they don't find two energies. So he can't take two prizes of the Girafarig. Doesn't seem like he has it, otherwise he would be going already. Oh, and he would of course need the Armarouge. So what would our play be here next round? Let's think about it. They swap. We don't care about that. Okay, but why didn't he use Torrential Pump? Okay, let's make them need to have boss's orders. We can attach for turn, evolve, put this here. Okay. Yeah, so we can just discard this and discard this. Okay, that's actually pretty good to get the Farigiraf. Evolve here. Attach for turn here. Evolve here into Blissey. Energy switch away from Blissey to Farigiraf. And use the Munkidori to chip 20 damage onto the Charcadet, so that the 2 times 30 damage we can use by attacking twice with Dirty Beam can knock out this, and we can also put on a Rigid Band. That's actually pretty good. They need to have so much stuff right now. to be able to come back. I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't care about him bundling me. We're going to put a Munkidori in front that has no energy attached. So since we're going to Iono next turn, unless we top deck Professor's Research anyways, or even Arven could be an option. Yeah. Did he? What is he doing? Why didn't he Mew first? What did he super rot back in? Okay, so now he has the Armor Rouge. And he's still able to play down his hand. Can't believe that. Okay, in this case, we will most likely go for another Dirty Beam onto the Wellspring Ogerpon, putting 30 wherever we like, we don't really care, and going to one-shot Squawk and Mew. Mew has Darkness weakness, so this is always a great target for us anyways. Is he going to Torrential Pump here? It seems like, but he doesn't, so he would need a third energy, and I don't really think, can he afford it to shuffle back those 3 energies? Well, let's see if we can find. We don't have energy in the discard pile right now, but we can do this, and then we take away this. We put 20 here, I think. We need the Psychic right there. We are totally allowed to do that, just because we have the Night Stretcher. We can Night Stretcher and Happy Switch, so our Farigiraf is always ready to attack. Okay. Pretty normal stuff to put Mew in front just because of the free retreat. Don't really think he can do anything here. Night Stretcher to get back the Wellspring Mask. If he wants to subblock me, he can try that, but we don't really care. Even if he bosses any of those Pokemon, we can always attack. And yeah, so let's see. By the way, He plays the Munkidori EX version of this deck. Let me definitely know what you think is the better version of Hello Box, the one with Munkidori or not. I personally think the one without the Munkidori is way better. But everyone has his own experience, so let me know what your experience is and what you like more. This guy doesn't really know how to handle this deck. That's something you'll, if you try this deck, you'll definitely see that a lot on the ladder. People tend to get or tend to slow play you pretty hard. Oh, so he's going for... I don't really get what he's trying to do. Oh, EXP share doesn't trigger like that. That's actually pretty smart, but it doesn't change the outcome in the slightest. We're going to Night Stretcher just to get back our Psychic Energy, attach that for turn, and since we don't have any damage, we can just happy switch right away. And now we have multiple options. We could hyper, but we could boss, retreat. Yeah, we're totally fine with that. So we're just going to boss's orders for the Mew here. We can play the Ultra Ball just to thin out our deck a little. So in case there is something we really want next turn, it could be a boss's orders, but we're not sure yet. So that we can hit it way more easy. To have two Blissey is always great, so you can have down 3 Munkidori and just need 1 Darkness Energy. We have just down 2 Munkidori right now, but this... Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure if you if the microphone picked it up, but in case it picked it up, I'm sorry about you heard falling things. Where was I? Exactly. So Blissey always allows you to switch the energy. So if you have 3 Munkidori on the bench and just 1 Darkness Energy attached to one of them, you can use all 3, and this makes the deck super solid. We'll just give him one more here. Yeah. He is going to sub again. We don't care about that. We will attack with a Munkidori most likely. Put the 20. Yeah. He just super rotted this back. I don't understand. Yeah. I don't get this, but I don't have to. I'm not the guy playing the deck. Let's see what he can do. I don't think there's anything he can realistically win with. So yeah, and now he's going to take 2 prizes. And we just don't care about that. I don't know. The good thing is that he couldn't amp us the first time, so he couldn't do 2-2-2. There's 210 left. Yeah, of course we're going to put up the Farigiraf again. Do we... No, we don't play down our stadium so that we... What do we? So, I'm thinking about playing down the Town Store just to thin out the deck even more, but he would be able to discard the Squawk, but since we attack anyways, any boss will win us the game. Okay, he needs to discard 2 Pokemon. I think he'll choose the Armor Rouge that is damaged and the Squawk. That would be the obvious choices. Okay, he doesn't want to do that for whatever reason. Let's see. Okay, we got another Rigid Band. That's pretty good just to get it out of the deck. We put that here. We are also going to attach for turn on the one with the EXP share, so that in case, I don't know how, but he gets to knock out the Farigiraf. We have 2 already on here. Still no bosses orders, but to Pokégear we are just going to Nest Ball to thin our deck in case there could be an Iono. We're going to put the 30 on the Latias, we don't care. Yeah. I don't know how he wants to win this game. I mean, how many bosses are we down? We're down 2. If I remember correctly, 1 was in the prizes. I'm not sure. Okay, he's going to attack with... most likely he's going to attack with Earthen. So... Oh, no, he's not. He wants to get his energy discarded, I think. And attacking for 60 isn't really a problem. Especially when you are able to just put 30 back onto them. Yeah, we stay burned. Oh no, we get healed from the burn. Let's see if we can hit the boss's orders. We can, and that's game for us. We're going to take out the Iron Hands. Put the 30 here. We don't care where it goes. These are another easy 2 prizes. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed the deck, even if you didn't see the Blissey in real action this game, or this video. You can take my word. It is pretty relevant. It is pretty good, and yeah, if you want to try out the deck, the deck list is down in the description. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you back at Tim's TCG. Bye bye.